Hey guys, all content discussed is due diligence gathered with aim at better understanding the nature of the current market in anticipation of the greatest squeeze in financial history. Let's dive in. Over the weekend, a lot of sources have been rumoring that there is a military coup happening in China. Now, I want to make it very clear that these are just rumors and everything remains unconfirmed as of the moment, but social media has indeed been abuzz with claims that the country's president has been deposed. Obviously, no officials from China's ruling party or state-sponsored media have said anything. The rumors are that Xi Jinping has been placed under house arrest, and there have been posts claiming international and domestic commercial flights in China are being cancelled. This comes interestingly close to the timing that 2 former ministers were sentenced to death and 4 officials were sent to life in jail in China last week. One more time, these are just rumors at the moment floating around many social media sites and nothing is confirmed, so do not take this as a truthful fact, but rather submitted it into consciousness as an interesting rumor to know about. This Saturday we had the United Nations General Assembly and the Chinese Foreign Minister had some serious statements that once again confirming their stance in opposing external interference in Taiwan. The language was very forceful, which to me points to further strains and potential room for souring relations between the West and China, which of course is going to have significant effects in how the economies evolve and how markets trade. The UN General Assembly also has Russia's foreign minister declare Moscow is not going to take the first steps in talks to end the war in Ukraine, which as we have said in previous videos, shows the determination by the Russian government to uphold the war, which now looks like it could last years in the making. All in all, the world is slow destabilizing as powers across continents show their determination to further their agendas at whatever costs is necessary, even blood. This is not a good look for the stock markets, so keep this in your head as we go forth. Before we continue, I quickly want to talk about what to expect for the week. Monday, we have the Chicago Fed National Activity Index. Tuesday, we have durable goods orders and the new home sales for the month of August. On Wednesday, we have wholesale inventories, pending home sales and goods trade balances for the month of August. On Thursday, we have earnings from Nike and Bed Bath & Beyond. We also have the US GDP growth rate's final reading for the second quarter of 2022. We have corporate profits and real consumer spending. Lastly, on Friday, we have personal income and spending, the Euro area inflation rate and the UK GDP growth rate. Also, on Tuesday, we have the consumer confidence readings which measure the optimism regarding consumers' personal finances and their confidence in the state of the economy. So far, nothing has been announced for AMC or GameStop, so anything that comes out this week will be purely unexpected. I want to talk about Asian markets a little bit more. They are experiencing serious risks as financial stress as 2 of the region's most important currencies crumbled. The yen and yuan are both tumbling down as a result of the hawkish sentiment the Fed has, as well as the dovish statements made by policymakers in Japan and China. Other countries in Asia have been digging deep into foreign exchange reserves as a way to hedge and preserve themselves. The yen and yuan have continued to decrease in value, threatening to offset the region's stability as well as become further risky for investors. The yen and yuan are a big anchor, and its current weakness risks the destabilization of currencies and investments in Asia as a whole. Remember, China is the largest trading partner as Southeast Asian nations. It has been for the past 13 years. Japan is the world's 3rd largest economy and a major exporter of capital and credit. If this becomes a major crisis, you could see the declines set off a cycle of competitive devaluations and a slide in demand and consumer confidence. As you see, the current state of affairs in Asia are looking grim with literally no upside on any sector. So how does the United States stand? Well, investor-wise, new data revealing how investors are behaving in terms of investment decision is not good at all. For the first time since June, trades are paying more attention to protect themselves against short-term gyrations than long-term swings. In simpler words, investors are looking for quick trades on the upside rather than actually investing in stocks, because they understand that stocks are due to fall long-term and their trust in the current market is vanishing quickly. This makes firms very unstable. Goldman Sachs has sliced their year-end view on broad equities as they fear more pain is to come. The biggest reason for this has become of Jerome Powell's press conference, where he said the fight to tame inflation will create real economic damage. The fear of recession is being reported as mounting, which is funny because it sets the premise that we are not yet in a recession. Goes to show how hard the corporate media tools try to drive home the notion that hey, we have all the conditions and symptoms associated and felt during recessions, but we are not in a recession. I got a pretty big housing market video for you guys tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I want to wrap things up here. I don't want to make this video too long or complicated. Also, I want to let you guys know that depending on how this Ian storm pans out, I might not be able to make videos for the week. I live in Tampa, Florida, and so far, news is reporting this storm is entering directly and exactly by where I live, and we are having evacuations happen as I type this sentence. I am safe and am suited up with everything I could need, but there is serious risk of things worsening really bad into Tuesday and Wednesday. Just wanted to let you guys know. I am going to set up some old but very important morning videos that not a lot of people caught for the week in case I am gone, so that you guys have something to watch. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your day and to the moon.